NASA is sending human sperm right into the space station, way up there, just seeing how sperm's going to react up there at the old space station. Do you really need to send sperm up there? Can't the people up there make sperm already? Is there people, I don't even know if there's people chilling in the International Space Station. I just assume they are. What's the point of a space station if there's no people up there? Or maybe they can't make sperm up there. Maybe you gotta, I mean, we still don't understand how our bodies are gonna react in space completely. Maybe this is one of those mysteries. By the way, I want to give a shout out to a listener who sent me this article. I think it's very proper for Weird AF News to talk about sperm in space, obviously. So astronauts are going to study how microgravity affects the mobility of sperm, the mobility, how it moves. I think the best way to do that, though, is to just try and get someone pregnant in the space station or like on a space shuttle. And I will volunteer to do, actually I can't get anyone pregnant because I've had a vasectomy, but I'm sure you could find someone to volunteer to try that. I mean, sounds like a good time to me. Hey, what are you doing? You're screwing all the women. Yeah, it's in the name of science. Last week, SpaceX launched CRS-14, a Dragon resupply capsule bound for the International Space Station, carrying 5,800 pounds worth of tools, food, equipment, and science experiments. But tucked away somewhere among all that hardware was some frozen human and bull sperm. The crew is going to thaw the sperm out to investigate how it acts in zero-gravity conditions. I'm a little curious about why bull sperm is a thing over there. Bull sperm? Really? Bull sperm? What are you doing with that bull sperm? And also, the crew, why can't the crew just make their own sperm? Is this not, I got so many questions. I mean, I'm going to have to call Elon Musk and find out what's going on up there. According to a NASA press release, the experiment is called Micro 11, and its aim is twofold. First, it's designed to investigate how well those little sperms do in microgravity in order to understand whether human reproduction can occur in outer space. Secondly, studying the movement of sperm without the interference of gravity could reveal processes that we just can't see on Earth. You know, you would think that they would have got to the bottom of this a lot earlier than now. Okay, you're now trying to find out if reproduction can occur in space. I mean, all the people you've sent up to space, no one's tried to impregnate someone. This makes no sense to me. I mean, we're talking about living on Mars. We're talking about living in a space station out of the Earth's atmosphere. We're always talking about how do we get off the Earth? We want to live off the Earth, and you're just now figuring out whether or not we can reproduce off the Earth? This should be something we would have answered already. Look, we can't live off the Earth if we can't reproduce off Earth, okay? All this talk about Mars, all this money being poured into living on Mars, the thought of colonizing Mars, and you don't even know if we can reproduce? What the fuck have you been doing for the last 30 years, scientists? Just looking at the rocks up there, just looking for water? Everyone's obsessed with water. Oh, is there water on it? Let's find some water. Was there, okay, no water, but was there water? Was there water? Well, a lot of good any water's gonna do if we can't make people on the fucking thing. You ever think of that? Previous studies of spermatozoa, I just love that word, spermatozoa. I think that should be the name of a band. Angry spermatozoa. Now coming to the stage, angry spermatozoa. So previous studies of spermatozoa in space suggest that the lack of gravity might cause some problems. Yeah, of course. Most of us know the broad strokes of how mammalian reproduction works. Sperm meets the egg, sperm fuses with egg, reproduction is accomplished. But there's actually a lot going on in between. First, the sperm cell has to be activated so its little tail can start wagging. Then it needs to build up speed and move faster while its head softens, becomes more fluid in preparation for fusion. But things don't go quite as planned when the sperm is in microgravity. This is a big issue, and it's something that I thought they'd get to the bottom of. Previous experiments with sea urchin and bull sperm. Wait, sea urchins have sperm? That's weird. Are they mixing bull sperm with sea urchins? Can you impregnate sea urchins with bull sperm? What's going on here? So previous experiments suggest that activating movement happens more quickly in microgravity, while the steps leading up to fusion happen more slowly, or sometimes not at all. Delays or problems at this stage could prevent fertilization from happening in space. Well, this is something we're going to have to get to the bottom of. Elon Musk, do you have any idea? We're looking for you, sir. I'm surprised this guy hasn't flown up to space in a rocket with some model and had sex and tried this. That's what I would do if I was Elon Musk. Yeah, hey, I mean, who can resist that? Yeah, oh, you got a Ferrari, you got a Lamborghini? Whatever, I'm Elon Musk. I got a personal rocket ship. Do you want to go up to space on this date, honey? Yeah, well, obviously, hey, any scientists out there, can you please call into Weird AF News and tell me why the fuck is it taking so long for you to figure this out? This is something you should figure out right away because we're all talking about living in space. Please apologize for the helicopters that fly overhead all the time in downtown LA. Yeah. So the number is 646-450-2012, or you can email me funnyjones@gmail.com or DM me @funnyjones on Twitter and Instagram-o.